So welcome back to Sorare Wakey Academy. Now, we've not been in here for quite a while. The guys that do follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I've just moved house. So the world's been upside down whilst we move and get settled in, and my new job started and everything. So we're here now. I've got my computer set up in the corner. Managed to get on to do some recording, so I'll quickly go through what I've been up to gallery-wise, and about the new plans and things, because we're called Wakey Academy, so obviously we're meant to be under 23s for the academy and stuff. But I was finding out that I wasn't winning much with the academy. It was just all waiting for players to mature and become good and make a couple of quid. But with the downturn in prices and everything, I thought, I'm not getting anywhere here. I'd buy a player for 10 quid, think it's a bargain. It'd be worth 8 quid the next day. So what I'm doing instead is I'm opening it up to all players, any ages. I've gone for about 4 or 5 stacks to approach this a bit differently, but I will still have a few young kids in the group as well. Now, for anyone that's new to the channel, hasn't watched before, or if you've been here but you haven't subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well, because it really helps us out to get these videos seen up at the top of the list when we put in Sorare in the search list. Get some videos right up to the top so we can see more people can see them, basically. Now, you'll see there my Hall of Fame has changed dramatically from all the under 23s that I had, and it's now a Celtic stack. We're looking at the Joe Hart, Carl Starfelt, who of course are both over 23. We've got McGregor, got Jota, and we've got Kyogo. So that's my stack. I went to Celtic because I thought they win quite a lot. Seemed like Bride Ace winning everything with Celtic and Quinny winning it all. So I went exactly the same way and picked a few players. Now, I have got a few more than that. If I have a look at my squads and we'll go down here, so my Celtic one, I've got one more player as well. I have got an under 23, and it's Alistair Johnson, who I brought in. I actually went at first with about 11 Celtic players. But then I thought I don't really need 11 Celtic players, so I've just gone down now to 6. So I've got one reserve just in case. But that's my Celtic lineup. We've also got, as I said, I'm approaching this a bit differently. I've got a Liverpool stack. And again, I've got, is it 6 players here? Yeah, I've got 6 players, but I've also got, I've included Mo Salah in there because I'm trying to go for the 270s, the Pro 270 leagues, the Premier Pro 270. I entered them this week and did really well in it. But obviously I don't own Mo Salah. Couldn't afford him at the moment. He's what, 200 quid is he now? With the 4 decisives that he got. So don't own him, but I use him as a common and can chuck him into that team. What I could do is sell Alisson Becker and use the common Alisson Becker in all the teams. And obviously then go and buy Mo Salah if need be. And a few of the others here are just to make up numbers. When Thiago got injured, I had to go out and buy a midfielder just to cover him. So I went and got Henderson, Milner, and then also got Matip because he was really cheap again. So that's my Liverpool stack, and we'll come to them in a minute when I show you the results from this week. We've also got a Wolfsburg Pro stack, so I can add a player to these, and I've added Cohen Casteels, as you can see there, as the goalkeeper. So I've got Van der Ven, Wimmer, Arnold, Vind, Nemetcha, and Bornau, but the problem with these is Vind is the only forward I can get, and Nemetcha could count as a forward, I guess. But he's down as a midfield card, so they haven't really got any other forwards than Jonas Vind. And to be honest, he's not getting in the team at the moment, so that's a bit of a problem for now. I might have to add somebody else from Germany into this stack. I'm looking at the next stack, and I've gone for Rennes over in France. And again, I've got 6 cards here. A few of them are quite young. Doku's a young lad, but again, Doku played this week, got injured yet again, and he was out for months and months. Came back, and he's injured again. But Ugachukwu and Truffert, both young players, under 23, and Doku's under 23 as well, but then the others are older guys, Mandam, Bodyguard and Santamaria a bit older. But they haven't really hit it off this weekend, and they were quite poor in fact. So they didn't do that well this week. So I'll quickly have a look down the squad, and you'll see I'm still targeting under 23 players, but there's a few more in here as well that are not under 23, like Jordi Classy. The reason I got Classy is I was buying Kirkos and Vieira, and when I was doing the trading them, it didn't quite add up, so I chucked in Classy as a trade so I could sell him on in the future. I don't know, I might keep him and make a bit of an AZ stack, not too sure yet. Bornau was another one who I just threw in as well in one of the deals because I've got a Wolfsburg stack, so he got thrown in as well. Kramer, he's okay, Michael Kramer, and I needed a striker to enter one of the Euro sides for this game week. I put him in, didn't do that well, but never mind. Hugo Joe's a young lad, which you know that I like. He's in one of my first ever videos, Joe, he's not quite hit it off, but he's starting to play every week now. And then we've got Tabuni, who you all know that I like. One of my favourite cards here, and I managed to get him. I thought I was getting him cheap. when he was under £4. In fact, I thought I was getting him cheap when he was under £6. But now he's at £3, £2. So I probably lost a bit of money on them as it stands at the moment, but I'm not selling them. I'm going to keep them anyway. I think I've got about 8 of them now in total. You can see a few here at £2 just recently. That's just an absolute steal at £2. I also saw Gravenbach at 18 quid. So I went out and bought Gravenbach. Another under 23 that's up and coming. Raul Jimenez was one for my Premier 270 side. When I didn't have a striker, I thought I needed to have a striker, so I bought Raul Jimenez, who's starting to play again each week. And of course, Costa's now injured, so Jimenez should start each week. And then we know about these Liverpool players here. The rest of them are basically speaking for themselves because it's the teams that I talked about. But then we also got Tom Heaton, who's United's number 2 at the moment. I can't see him being number 2 next season for them. I think he'll move on and go somewhere else. So he's bought for £1.34 for a Premier League goalkeeper, who was brilliant at Burnley, wasn't he? So I think he will move on and do well. Jimenez was a reward. And then we go to Trent, Thiago and Jordan, as I already mentioned. Lotka, still not playing, probably won't play till next season. I think I've got 2 of him. Who else? We've got a reward here, Chabrol, who's not playing. And then we've got Olofsson. I paid quite a lot of money for Olofsson, just on the off chance that he might get in that mid-to-land team at the start of the season. But he didn't, he's still number 2, so I'm going to have to wait until the end of the season now before we pick up on his price. He's the only rare card that I own, because I think he'll be worth like £1,000 when he eventually gets that number 1 slot. Joey Veerman was great, he is a great player, however he didn't fit what I was going for. When I was going targeting the Pro 270 leagues, he didn't really fit in because obviously there isn't a Dutch league. So I've been using him now though in the a challenger, if I'm going to get a challenger side together or one of the capped leagues like the 270s and that, I'll probably chuck him in there. I think he played in my 240 league this year and got me the threshold as well. Sorry, this week, not this year. Then we've got the other Tabunas again and another Lotka. So you see, my gallery at the moment has changed a hell of a lot. I've got the last few bits here, then Olofsson again. I need the goalkeeper there, so I just got the cheapest one I could at the time. Didn't really play, but he's under 23, so you never know, he might book up and start playing soon. And then we move on to the other guys. We've got Reagan Charles Cook, who, again, I needed forwards at one time, so I bought him. And then I went on to these guys who were I was trying to do the road to glory as such. And I was buying Brendan Smith, Pyatt, and a few others I had as well, but I've sold a couple on and used them in deals to get rid of them. Because when the prices crashed again, for about the 5th time, it was just not worth it. I was buying like Michael Smith for £2.70 and then he was worth like 50p the next day. It's just the road to glory at the moment I'm not doing. I'll save that for another day when the prices start to pick up a little bit at least. So I'm just adding them to players now to get new players in basically. I'm just adding them to trades. I've still got Hakan Evian down there, who's playing over in Norway again now, so should start playing regular. He got brought off at the weekend though, I haven't said that. But I've still got Melly Mulenstein. I paid 30 quid for him 7 months ago. He's worth about £1 now. So I'm not going to get rid of him. He's still a decent player. That's why I got him in the first place. But that is all my gallery, basically. And I wanted to show you the leagues for this week. Let's have a look. Some live ones. And had a really good week this week. Good as in the fact Celtic did alright. 1-5-1, but did nothing. Kyogo was crap, wasn't he? Joe Hart conceded that goal in the first few minutes, so didn't really do anything there. 4,000 with a score of 314. Just looking at the Premier League Pro, this is the one that's done really well. Premier League Pro, so I used Salah as my common card to add to the cards I already had, and they all had great. I mean, it was a brilliant day. Watching United get humped 7-0 by my beloved Liverpool team. And when Henderson crossed that ball in for that next goal, I just thought, I'm in with a chance here. And at the moment I'm sitting 6th. There is one more game to go tonight, but we're sitting 6th. And it's already been sort of opted up, so I don't think I'll get to 5th at all. I'm miles behind 5th, I think. But looking at the Tier 1 limited prizes then that you could get. Now, there's some good cards here still. I mean, Phil Foden. Hopefully I don't get a Trent and thing, but Gakpo would be a nice one to pick up to add to the Liverpool collection. So Phil Foden or Gakpo. Foden's going to be worth a fortune soon, I think. Martinelli even. I like Martinelli as well. David Raya. I mean, I'm not too bothered about goalkeepers, to be honest. Meslier, they're all good, but do I want them? No. Darwin Núñez I've already got. Kepa don't want. Leno, no, Bazzuno. I mean, a lot of them are goalkeepers, aren't they? Zinchenko, I don't like Zinchenko. Sorry, Arsenal fans, I still don't rate him. He's good on the game, but I don't rate him. Ruben Diaz. Matoma could be a good one. Van Dijk, Højbjerg, Grealish, Martinez and Sancho, Saliba, Dalot, Son. Son would be a really good one to pick up, wouldn't he? I think I'm going to get one of these top ones, if I'm right, because I'm in 6th place, so I'm going to be first choice of all of these, basically. So I should be getting like Martinelli, Foden, or hopefully Gakpo. Now what I've also done is I've favourited certain players, so that I heard it somewhere that if you favourite players and they're looking down to give rewards out, they might give you a reward that you favourited. So I've favourited Foden and Gakpo, just in case. In case they go down and say give him that one because he wants him. So that's what I've done with them. There's loads of good players in here. I mean, Casemiro, even Tony if he stays out of prison. Maddison, Rice and Sanchez. That's all I come with. So I've got one of them, hopefully one of these at the top. And I'm hoping to get either Cody Gakpo or Phil Foden, to be honest. They'll be the two that I really love. Just missed out on the star, which is a bit of a shame then. The likes of Haaland, Saka, Rashford. I mean, these are all players that anyone would target, to be honest, especially if you're going for a Premier League team. Really decent players. And, I'm 7-6 at the moment, but there is a game, like I said, going on, Fulham against Brentford. Somebody might have Mitrovic or something, so might pip me to that. But as long as I finish in that top 20, I will get a tier upon the card. Now, midweek, I have got a team in for the midweek, or 2 teams in fact. I don't quite know what I'm going to put them in yet. The first one, I'm going to Challenger because it is a Challenger team. There's 300 rewards. I'm not sure it's going to do that well, but I would normally target All-Star because 877 rewards. But you've got all of the teams in there, the big teams in there as well. So I'm going for Challenger, and I put my Celtic stack in there. Hart, Starfelt, McGregor as captain, Furuhashi, and Jota. Jota had been off the boil recently, but a 95 at the weekend was brilliant. So that's my side for the midweek. So I should win something, you would hope. I mean, there's only 1,600 in for this contest, with 300 rewards. And again, people would have just been chucking teams in to make sure they've got a team for the week, for that game week. So, half the teams won't even count probably. So probably about 800 people going in for that, competitively. And then I also put in like a Cap 220 side because I've got nothing left, to be honest. So I went with Tom Heaton, who won't play. And I went for Kirkes, Alistair Johnston and Fabio Vieira. Now Vieira's down at 55% to play and play sharper, and I think he will get that game with Trossard, whatever you want to call him, being out as well. He might get a game there. I know that he's trying to push him into the first team now, so he's ready. He's ready to go. And Immobile, a game against AZ, which they might lose, to be honest. They're not really in form at the moment, Lazio, but I think 4 players banging the goals. I might just get that 220 count. I might do all right on that side. I can't go for the 240 because I haven't got a goalkeeper. I just haven't got the players. I haven't got a forward even, so that's what I'm stuck with. Them 2 at the moment. I'm also in 2 private leagues, and I'm in Matt Bride Ace's group. His WhatsApp group, which we'll have a look at in a second. Hope he's alright when we're doing that. And then the Holly Shand League. Now, there's only like 1,500 in this league, which is alright, and it's only Premier League. Both of these are Premier Leagues. So it'll be the same score for each league that I'm in. I'll have the same score. So let's have a look at the Matt Bride Ace one, which I'm top at the moment, because this week being really good. I'm just pipping Matt Bride at the moment, just only in the Premier League, obviously. Just wipes the floor with everybody else in the whole competition, doesn't he? Jordan's doing really well down there. You've probably seen Jordan on Twitter. Vinny Vegas keeps himself quiet unless he's in the group, and Ballbag's there in 5th as well. A few more in there that a couple that haven't put teams in there or forgot to do it, and then Quimby down there, Quinny, doing really well. So that's that league. So we're doing okay there, 1,329, ahead of Matt Bride Ace, but we're going to stay there for the season, haven't we, to win that. But then we go to the Holly Shand one, which I was quite proud of in this, because some big players in this, some big accounts, and I'm only a small account still. I have to keep reminding myself I'm only a small account, so I can't be competing against these big lads. I'm in 16th at the moment, which isn't bad, out of 1,570. No, sorry, out of 1,315, I'm in 16th. So, excuse me, another good week next week, and we could be up there. As is in here, he's up to 7th now then, Azzy Mac. He's doing really well, Azzy Mac. So well done to you, mate. And Bullstar, Chris is also in the WhatsApp group, so he's doing okay as well. But yeah, that's going to be a tough league to try and win that. I don't even know what you win if you do get there. I haven't got a clue. Then I was having a look at the players that I'm also going to target then for the Pro 270 leagues and the rewards as well. So Gakpo and Foden, I just told you about. That's why I put them two and why I'm following them, because I want one of them. Hopefully I'll win one of them this week when I hopefully stay in 6th or 7th, whatever it might be. But then I've gone for like the Stad run, because that's the 271 that I'm targeting. These two, Terrier and Gray. I think Terrier's still out at the moment, injured. Casteels I haven't got, so I might target him if his price goes low enough. But I'm also looking at my LAN stack, so I'm going to be having Lau, Tonali, Hernandez, Kalulu, and also the Mike Minen I'll use as a common goalkeeper. I'll have him as common because he's like 200 quid or something again, isn't he? And also I've got there, just in case he creeps down to the right price again, I might pick him up, keep him in there. And I'm going to keep this Liverpool and Celtic stack for a hell of a long time, probably for quite a few years now. And obviously I'll just add to them from there as well. If we get players, and I'll add and improve it. But also I might keep a Milan stack for a long time. But I'll have to look at the Rennes and the Wolfsburg ones and see if they're going to work out or not. Well, let's just go back to the other ones that I didn't do so well in. Where are we? My teams in. In fact, we could have a look on here, couldn't we, instead? Let's have a look at this, and let's have a look at... You can see I'm only small gallery. I'm not even 1/8. It was something like, I don't know, 1.8. It was like £4 worth my account not long back, and it's down to 1,200 quid now. 44 winning lineups. Best card's been Veerman, because I got rid of a lot of players that were my best cards, and I've binned them all. So I also want to have a look at my results. So let's go down to that. Sorare results. And this is for this week, then I'm not doing that well. Oh, what's this? That's a new one. Oh, 890 coins, that's what I won this week. 890 coins. Didn't even know that. Yeah, but we're on for tier 1. That's through to that Liverpool team. And we've also got the threshold. We actually got the threshold as well. Where's that? Cap 240. So look at that team. Yeah, so I had Mandanda because I went to put him in the stack of Rennes, but I had the other 5 players. I had them, so I thought I might as well use a common goalkeeper. So I used Mandanda's common. I can't remember. I used a common goalkeeper anyway. I moved Mandanda, used him in the 240 team to try and get some money out of it. Masson has been really good recently, and he's now down to, he got 44 this weekend. Not a great game, but he hit like 70 and 80 some of the weeks before. Hakan playing in Norway. I thought he'd get higher than that. He did last week. He got something like a 60 last week. And then we got Veerman. He was a loose card just sitting around because he wasn't going in my Celtic stack. There's nowhere else to really put him. So I managed to get a 240 team out and stick him in it. And then I had the Raul Jimenez card that I picked up a while back. But you know, they've easily scored that the 250 or 268 with 2 players that didn't really play that well, or 3 players that didn't play too well. So it's possible to get it. Well done to them. But let's go to the top and look at the other teams that were crap. I mean, the Celtic one, I thought, no, high hopes on Celtic. I thought they might get something. Didn't think the Liverpool team would do so well against Man United. However, I had been expecting to thump someone 7 or 8-0, and I didn't think it was going to be United. But you know, I was 30 points short on the tier 3 on that, so some big teams in that. And that was the All-Star Limited. Maybe if we put them in Challenger, I might have got a different result. I'm not sure, but only 314. I think you need about 400 to at least be in the top rewards, you know, around the tier 2s. Going down, and I had these are the common teams, weren't they? The Bundesliga one didn't do that well. Wirtz and Kimmich as normal, doing well. Andre Silva's gone right off the boil. Don't know what's going on with him. Upamecano and Casteels didn't do that well, did they? So I went down to the Bundesliga one, and yeah, Van der Ven, they conceded quite early, I think, didn't they, in this game? Jonas didn't even play, didn't turn up, and Casteels, don't know what's going on with him. So a bad week from them, but we move on. And then we had the Cap 220 then, which I put Gravenbach in. I think Gravenbach's going to be great, like I say. It got for 18 quid. He's starting to get substitute time now, so it won't be long, hopefully, before he's in that team. We've got Ugachukwu, who's not been playing. Alistair Johnson I had spare, so I've thrown him as well. I could have made these teams into like 4 winning teams, but then hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? Jose Sarr playing really well. 85 he scored there. The Cap 240 as we've just seen. We've got the Cap 270 then, and we've got Bart Vrens in again. He didn't get that well. His score looks like he's done really well with 100, but it's score and a half, isn't it? So 1.5 times his score. 65 he scored, equaling 100 overall. Runstein, Nemechi didn't really get on, and Jimenez just a reward that I threw in just to make a team up, basically. Then we go into the Challenger Europe. Michael Smith, now as I said, these score quite highly for a card that's like £1. Always does really well, 61.9 you can see there. But Michael Smith, I'm just going to quick look at him whilst we've got a bit of time to just check around, so let's have a look at him. 65 pence at the moment. Now when you look at his scores, his SO5 scores, he's not a 65 pence player, look. He got that little knock and then went out for a few games there. But overall, if you look at his overall time scores, he's not a bad player, this lad. You know, quite often hits 60s. So he's a nice fill-in player just to chuck in. And I think it was like I say, about £1, was it, or something? £2 when I bought him. He's gone down to £1. But could be worth having in that sort of 220 stat. Or 240 team when you're trying to chase the thresholds and stuff. So that's Smith. But then we've also got Kirkus, who I picked up, and he's banging the score out again. Another 80.9 from him this week, another clean sheet. Classy, I didn't even know was injured or suspended. Whatever he's done, he wasn't playing anyway. And he got 0. Michael Kramer, 39, not bad because they were playing against, was it PSV? Yeah, PSV Eindhoven. So, yeah, it's just a throwaway team, isn't it? French League then. They did okay. Ben Yedder's in great form at the moment, and Turkey had been in good form, just a poor game there. Golovin, again, had been really good, playing alongside Ben Yedder, good together, but yeah, it wasn't great this week. Even Chevalier conceded a goal. So that's the French team, did nothing, 290, not really good there. And I'd also put Chevalier in with my Rennes team. Now when I said I wasn't sure which goalkeeper I used, because I used my Rennes goalkeeper to play in that 240 stack. The 240 cap league, so I could make some money off it basically. But Chevalier was crap. Santa Maria was rubbish. Doku got injured after a few minutes. Nothing there. Then even the Spanish, and I don't really like the Spanish league. I'm not planning on getting the 270 team for the Spanish league. I don't like any of the players there. I don't know why. I just don't fancy them at all. Not into them at all. Can't follow it. Then we go into the English Premier League, of course. And I thought it was a good score, 408, but only came 1,200, nearly 1,300. With Jose Sarr hitting 86, Van Dijk on a 50 and a 7-0 win. Thought they scored higher. Odegaard, my captain, hit a 72. Haaland hit a 60, and Salah, of course, was just Salah. Gets 100, bangs out 100 straight off. So I thought they'd do really well, but it's done well for my private leagues that I'm in with the Premier League team. With that team, that's what I'm doing well with the private leagues in. And then we went to the Premier League Pro, as you've already seen as well. Did really well in that, 6th at the moment, apart from this game that's going on right now. We should maybe keep 6th place in that. So that is my whole team and what I've got planned for next week. And a little look into the future about the players I'm chasing as well, the Milan stack I could do with. I don't know what else to go for, to be honest. You know, any time I can put in an All-Star team, I can throw like the Liverpool stack, the Celtic stack, anyone in. If they've got a good fixture, I could chuck them into the All-Star team because I think the prizes are really good in there at the moment. But it's the pro teams I'm sort of aiming for because I can put the players in, like I say, and add a common card to them to make up the team. So it gives you that, you know, you can put an AC Milan stack in and you don't have to buy the goalkeeper because he's 200 odd quid. So that's where we are at the moment. I've not done a video for a long time, so we're back, starting again, bringing you up to date. And I do like the under 23s. I still target the under 23s, but basically I wasn't winning any games. I wasn't playing SO5s really. I was just sort of flirting with it, and I was doing trading. Now the trading sort of side of this has gone as such, hasn't it? There's not much you can trade in at the moment. The price is going down and down and down. So I bought these players to try and keep and try and win some prizes in the SO5. So hopefully it's going well. So if you do like that, like I say, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming out now that I'm settled in my new house. And we need to start getting the subscribers back up again because we got to 500 really quick. I stopped giving out prizes because I said the next one would be at 1,000. I think I might make the next prize at 600 subscribers instead to try and get it flowing again. Give away one of the cards that I've got down here. Obviously it's not going to be one of my top cards, but it will be one of the cards I've been using, and I might give them away and you know, see if we can get some sort of competition where we have the answer will be something like a question, and the answer back, it gets the community involved, It's a bit more exciting than just picking a name out at random. So we'll go back to that. At 600 subscribers, we will give away a card. So look out for that. Look out on Twitter, and come and talk to me. The DMs are always open. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to picking up that 6th place prize, as it stands at the moment, from the Premier League Pro. So take care.